Allison Pearl, class of 2012, will light her sister Sarah's candle. Catherine Raquel, class of 2014, will light her sister Caroline's candle. Rian Roski, class of 1982, and Gail Garner Roski, class of 1959, will light their daughter and granddaughter Ashley's candle. Tony Lewis, class of 1984, will light her daughter Cleo's candle. Sydney Smith, class of 2014, will light her sister Morgan's candle. And now the class council will share the candlelight with the senior class of 2016. I am now pleased to introduce the director of the upper school, Laura Marin Hotchkiss, class of 1986, who will now address the senior class of 2016.
Congratulations, girls. If you don't have a candle in your hand, you can certainly applaud the girls. If you do have a candle in your hand, or if any moment it seems dangerous, that there's too much fire in front of you or smoke, please feel free to blow it out. What a pleasure to be celebrating with you this evening. This is the beginning of your senior year. A year full of adventures, discoveries, probably some roller coaster rides, and certainly future planning. 4 years ago, I celebrated my 25th Marlboro School reunion, I guess soon to celebrate my 30th Marlboro School reunion. My classmates came together to reminisce about our time at Marlboro. We looked through yearbooks, scanned our senior pages, skimmed our yearbook notes, and remembered what it was like to be in your places. My friends were very eager to hear about the traditions that we still celebrated, teachers who were still here teaching, and the changes in the uniform code. In thinking about my ring ceremony in the spring of 1998, I wish 95, I remember receiving my ring from senior Kristen Losey. There were small differences. We wore white uniforms, saddle shoes, and pink cardigans. The ceremony took place on the front bricks, with our parents seated on the north and south lawns. Our colors, similar to this class, were white, pink, and turquoise. So symbols that were remarkably similar those many, many, many years ago. These traditions are truly the ties that bind you girls together, even as you head off in a little over a year to colleges and universities across the country. When you come back to celebrate Marlboro School reunions or other life events, you will likely reflect on the ceremonies such as this one, pin ceremony, graduation, and many others mentioned by Ms. Wagner earlier this evening. You'll probably remember, maybe, a particular class, some favorite foods of the time, silly sayings, your trips to Larchmont, and other various times on campus. And as I looked back on my 25 years ago at Marlboro, I was remarkably sentimental about my time. And this ceremony gives me a chance to impart a little bit of advice to you, the class of 2016. When I look back on my senior year, I studied hard, I completed my applications to college, I navigated friendships, I searched for a boyfriend, but I spent not as much time invested as this community as I probably should have. I was not what you would call an active participant in the life of the school. I can share some of those details with you at another time, but my point is really to urge you to fight those feelings, those teenage yearnings to be independent, to be a rebel, to set yourself apart. This place is truly incredible. When I've spent, I guess, 10 Hawaii trips with the seniors, I was not in Hawaii this year, but I know the adults who were there would say this. And the class of 2015 and the senior classes before reflect over and over during their time sitting on the beach, not doing much, thinking about those years at Marlboro and being incredibly sentimental. So my challenge to you is to find a way to engage with your class and engage with the school. Put aside those differences that you might have with a classmate and make your best effort to be a proud senior. I consider myself one lucky violet who is able to experience Marlboro over and over and over again, and I am very excited to participate with you in your last year. Through your actions, your dedication to the community, your behavior, and your contributions, you can affect the school in so many positive ways. With your new status as seniors, you have the opportunity to set the tone for next year. By demonstrating pride and respect in our campus, by volunteering in our community, by listening carefully to others, you can make next year the best ever, not only for the class of 2016, but for the girls at Marlboro. Final reflection here. I returned on Monday from my son's college graduation, and obviously a great time of pride for me and for my family. And I was reminded at that moment of an article I read a while ago in the Wall Street Journal that was entitled 10 Things Your Commencement Speaker Won't Tell You. It's a little bit cynical to share all 10 tonight, but the 9th point I thought was very relevant as I was sitting there with my son and as I am standing here with you this evening. This is all borrowed time. In other words, we really can't take anything for granted, not even tomorrow. Your life will present you with many challenges and many opportunities. Do something with the time that you have left at Marlboro. Do it now. Don't wait. Congratulations, girls. You have become seniors tonight, the leaders of the school. With your incredible spirit and enthusiasm, you are sure to leave an indelible print on me and on the school. I'm very proud of you. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2016 and next year's student body president. She is determined, fun-loving, an advocate for all of you. She's inspirational. She builds consensus, she juggles volleyball and all other demands while always smiling as she is right now. So Lindsay, the podium is yours.
This moment is unique. There aren't many times in life where we get to stop and think about the significance of turning points. We are approaching our last year in high school, but we get the opportunity to acknowledge an important change in our lives this evening. We are about to become seniors and start the beginning of the end of a long journey, which will make us start to feel nostalgic about Marlboro, family, and friends. We will begin to go to school with a certain appreciation for the relative simplicity of life up to this point. This year has been quite challenging in different ways for each of us. Whether we were preparing for APs, spending hours at practice or rehearsal, or trying to get an A on that extended essay, we all attempted to perfect the balancing act that is life. Not to mention trying to stay calm while the seniors danced around the school or posted pictures of Hawaii on Instagram. And then there are the pressures of the college search, but I know that we will handle the standardized tests and the college essays with grace. There are lots of things to look forward to next year. We will have mascot presentation, our senior prank and sleepover, senior lunches, and more. We won't need parent permission to sign out. We will always get to leave ASMs first. And finally, we will get the cappuccino machine. The school will be ours. We will hold more power than ever before. But with great power comes great responsibility. I'm confident that the class of 2016 is ready to rise to the occasion to lead our school into a new era. Next year is our last year together. For some of us, it's been 5 years, others 3, and for Grace 1. But the challenges that we have faced this year were particularly special in bringing our class together. In some ways, I'm thankful for the demands of junior year because we have grown so much, both intellectually and emotionally. Intellectually, we are now able to analyze the most complex of poems or differentiate equations, if we can even remember what that means. But I also have seen the ways in which we can support each other when we're feeling down. We have learned how to listen, respect, and encourage through the tough times, and I feel lucky to have been part of that process. Sometimes we wait too long to acknowledge something good that we already have. Let's take this opportunity to appreciate Marlboro and the values the school has instilled in us: community, excellence, honor, and confidence. These words get repeated so often that they may lose meaning, but I really see how these values are portrayed in our class. Marlboro is an amazing school, but it is the people that have made this experience so special. The individuals standing around me are bright, strong, and intelligent young women, and to be able to call myself a part of this group is an honor. I am so incredibly proud of this class, and am excited to see where we will all go. And on behalf of the class of 2016 and our parents, I'd like to thank 3 very special individuals. First, I want to thank Mrs. Hotchkiss. Thank you for your advice and patience. You've helped each of us manage our lives and stay sane, and for that we are ever grateful. Next, I want to thank Senora Badiata, our class dean. Senora, thank you so much for your dedication and investment in this class. You are a motherly figure to all of us, and we are so appreciative of your love and time. Lastly, I want to thank Ms. Wagner. Ms. Wagner, thank you for your support and guidance the past 5 years. You have made an impact on all of us, and your presence will be missed next year. We are truly lucky to have been able to experience your leadership and wisdom. Thank you. And now the senior class of 2016 will sing our class song.
I wish to thank everyone who helped make this ceremony possible. Our terrific facility staff, Nick Hernandez, Matt Riddle, Chris Colhart, Carly Rodriguez, Lynn McCarthy, Allison Moser, and the junior and senior faculty teams. Won't you please join me in giving special thanks to Tony Lewis, Cheryl Dector, Katie Trevino, Carla Iacampo, Doreen Olson, and the parent committee of the class of 2016 for all their efforts on behalf of the class of 2016. They have arranged a beautiful reception located at the North Plaza outside of Cafe M. Thank you very much for your support of your daughters and of the Marlboro School and its traditions. Now the class of 2016 and the graduating class of 2015 will conclude this ceremony by singing the alma mater together. Please stand with us.